What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another episode today. You know, before I begin the market watch, I just want to say, make sure to check out my website, YuGiOh YGOPaisano.com. I have a bunch of brand new field centers. Once again, you go ahead and check it out. I think you spend over 25 bucks or more, it's free shipping. Everything ships tracked. It's YuGiOhPaisano.com. Once again, make sure to go check it out. All right, so let's start talking about some things happening in the market, because this is the first time in a long time in which we got a core set that released multiple high rarity cards. The last time, in case anyone didn't remember, was when we got Ultimate Rares released in old sets, core sets. And that's kind of what we have here with these quarter-century secret rares. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, do you like them? Do you not like them? Are they worth it? Are they not worth it? Do you own a deck full of quarter-century secret rares? And is this something you should really care about? To be honest with you, in my opinion, I think that players thinking that this is only going to be it for this year and that's it, that's a really goofy way of thinking about it. Konami is all about the money. They are hard up about the money. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if core century secret rares make their way into next year, and then next year, and next year, whatever it takes to get players to spend money in this game. Now, once again, they might call something else. Then maybe they'll bring back Ultimate Rares in the core sets, which would be amazing, because Ultimate Rares would be infinitely cooler than core century secret rares. Ultimately, though, once again, I don't think these are bad. I just think these are like Starlight Lights. Looking at some of these core century secret rares, so the prices are definitely still up there, and that's not a bad thing when you realize the fact that if someone went and actually bought a case of Duelist Nexus, for some ungodly reason someone wanted to do that. Looking at the sealed box price here on TCG Player, though, you really, if you do want to buy on TCG Player for sealed box prices, you really want to buy on those who have a plenty of stock. This guy's 23, 14, dude has 2, I don't know about that. But anyway, it's a lot. But the price of sealed boxes of this set is $53. Let me throw something out there if anyone doesn't understand this, why this is insane. These boxes are being sold at a loss from everybody. The average price of OTS can pay for a box of Duelist Nexus or any core set averages anywhere as low as $55 and up. As low as $55. That's a really good price, by the way. That's the last I remember. That's been years. It might have been changed. Who knows? But that's the last I remember it being roughly around. It might even be $65. Nevertheless, these are all being sold at a loss when you realize the fact that shipping is included, meaning that you pay $53 plus whatever tax there is, and then they flip the bill on shipping boxes of Duelist Nexus. Once again, I think that is absolutely insane. So whoever bought this is holding on to, and a lot of people evidently did, there's 64 listings of sealed Duelist Nexus. There's a ton of it. People are trying to unload it. But also for a lot of those who did crack it open, there is excitement of pulling a core century secret rare. So there's still value front end, chase value. And I think this is what Konami was going with this, because we see this a lot with relatively newer core sets, where when they come out, chase value, no chase value, there's always people unloading it, but this is a crazy amount of people trying to unload sealed product in order to recoup some semblance of their value. OTS stores have a set amount they want to buy from their distributors so they can continue buying and guarantee that allocation amount. If you say to your distributor, oh no, I don't want to buy no Duelist Nexus, but I'll buy the next core set, more than likely that core set's a banger. They're going to say, okay, well, we only got a little bit left for you, only got a couple for you, just to make you happy. Maybe we'd have a couple of boxes. But if you say, hey, listen, every core set, I want 5 cases, they're going to sell you 5 cases, and you're going to buy them, good, bad, or indifferent. So this is why we're seeing Duelist Nexus booster boxes go on TCG Player. Once again, all previous booster boxes of every core set has been on TCG Player, but this is definitely an odd amount, and definitely seeing sell at a loss is a little discouraging for a lot of OTS store owners. Going back to it, though, I do think that, once again, the core century secret rares definitely have helped Duelist Nexus. It's made players actually want to get packs of this set. And before, if you had your secret that you wanted, you're basically done with the set. You didn't care. If you only cared about Revolution Synchron, and you opened your first pack and you cracked it, well, you're done. What are you going to pull? Another Revolution Synchron? You can sell 50 bucks? Alright. But you're not really excited to go ahead and do that. You're not excited to go ahead and buy packs every week, every day, and play that lottery. Well, you might be more inclined to do so with core century secret rares. Looking into it, I will say a lot of prices have went down. There are still some that are insanely high in value, but for the most part, a lot of these prices did go down. As far as secret rares, Revolution Secret One is the most expensive secret rare, being $51, almost the price of a booster box if you bought on TCG Player. After that, the next secret rare is going to be Crimson Dragons, about $13. If you bought an ultra rare Chimeric, the King of the Phantom Beast, that's $16, and then it starts going lower and lower and lower. So I do think that Duelist Nexus, once again, for that chase rarity, is the reason why people still care about the set. But the only reason they care about the set is because they could get the cards to sell online. Like, no one's sitting there going, oh man, I can't wait to get a fusion armament. No. People are trying to get that money, son, and they want to sell that as fast as possible. It's a race to sell. And doing that will lower the prices, which is why we see so many core century rares just being relatively inexpensive. Then we have Battles of Legends Monsters Revenge. So this was another one, once again, more core century secret rares. Konami's just milking the teat out of that phrase. I can't wait till we go into 5 months from now when we're talking about core century +1, like whatever else is called. But it's like I said, this is not going away. Konami obviously is ramping this up. They put it in a subset, they liked it, now they're throwing in a core set and seeing they like it as well. Look at the value though. A lot of these still held pretty good value, and that's shocking myself because I didn't think these will hold good value. I think these were going to be mass printed. Everyone could feel happy because they got a Starlight Rare Light, but these held evidently pretty good value. They really haven't went down too much. Some even, and I'll show you one case, actually has went up, and that's pretty interesting to see. I will say though, core century rares, the chase rarity, there's always been a chase rarity, but now Konami just keeps adding more and more to it. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like I said, we used to have core sets with ultimate rares. I like ultimate rares more than Starlight rares, more than core century secret rares. I think ultimate rares are infinitely better, so I wish they could go back to doing that. But going back into it, I mean, it's not terrible when you realize there's still some value. Not all, but some value. As far as secret rares and Battle Legends Monster Revenge, there's no value. The most expensive secret rare out of Battle Legends Monster Revenge is about $13 or $14. That's it. So what's the goal of getting these packs? Well, once again, playing the lottery and cracking a core century secret rare. And it's definitely a lottery with the ratios. Looking over Legendary Duelist, Soul Burning Volcano. Konami. This set does not look like it's going to be a really promising set. Maybe Konami should jam-pack this bad boy with some core century secret rares. It'd be really cool if they want to go this route, because obviously this is the route they're going. Not even if they want to. This is what they're doing to make core century secret rares as rarity upgrades for old archetypes. Like, how great would that be? And comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. What old archetype would you love to see given a core century secret rare treatment? I think it'd be really cool to go see something like, we'll just throw out there, Cloudians, or maybe Blackwings, as format decks, actually, now I think about it, or any alternative format deck, or cards, given core century secret rare treatment. Of course, this is going to put a lot of fear into the secondary market, as players holding ultra rares and secret rares, which used to be the highest value, might not want to care about them. Cards like Ultra Christia, Secret Rare First Edition, will still hold great value, but you'll be lying to yourself to say that it would not take a hit if a core century Secret Rare version would come out, which I think it would. Salomon Great Sunlight Will, being roughly around $58, is the chase card of this set. If you want to get a close rare version, you can. I think the days of getting a max rare Yu-Gi-Oh deck is kind of goofy when you're going to easily be confronted with the ultimate rare core century secret rare. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It really depends on how you want to view it. I feel like you got to be really specific with max rarity. If you're a hero player, ignore everything I just said. You play heroes. Max rarity is the only rarity you know. Same with Cyber Dragon players. Same with like some of those old Archetype players that will never change. You guys are Giga Chads. Just keep your deck. Go max rarity. Whatever. Keep chasing. But like the average Yu-Gi-Oh players that keep like swapping decks in every meta, yeah, max rarity was fun, but because it was a finale. This was the best it can be. And the Konami comes out of nowhere and says that's core century secret rare. So once again, it's a really fine line to walk. Once again, hero players, we're gonna be Elementic Hero. It says it's going down in value, and right now it's currently $52. But this is a CR card, and once again, we don't know if this is gonna get a core century secret rare. Probably not. We don't know if this is gonna get another ultimate rare higher printing. Probably not. This is probably the highest rarity version, and this card is needed in heroes. If you want to grab the Ultra Rare, by the way, it's been increasing in value. It used to be as low as, what, $5? The Ultra Rare now is roughly around $11, so you can spend $11 for an Ultra Rare or get the CR. It's a couple of bucks more, but once again, you're paying for what you get, and you're getting high rarity hero cards. All right, then we have Rescue Aces, and this is a great example of, do you buy the high rarity, and why would you? Don't get me wrong, I'm a massive fan of Rescue Aces. I love the deck, but is it worth it? I don't think so. The deck's doing decently here in the TCG, but nowhere near as big of an impact as it had in the OCG, where it was like one of the most dominant decks. So once again, that's a huge shot at Rescue Aces. Also, with Legendary Duelist Soul Burning Volcano coming out, Salomon Great Sunlight Wolf, well, you're going to want to use that in your Rescue Ace deck. But do you really care about getting a Ghost Rare for Rescue Aces if it's not the best deck? It really depends on the player, I guess. If you're going to play this deck for a while and you're going to be like a hero player and just play this deck and try not to change or whatever, then yeah, sure, go ahead. But it's a lot of money to be putting in a deck that you might be swapping the minute the bans comes out of nowhere and slaps it, or the minute the deck just starts falling even more into obscurity. One thing, I'm a massive fan of Rescue Aces. I'm not saying the deck is dog crap. I'm not saying it's terrible. All I am trying to say is the deck is like, it has its ups and downs. And until we see some more movement in the meta, realistically the ban list, we're gonna have to watch this deck with a keen eye. I have this deck already in TCG. I might even show like a deck profile, but right now it's kind of wild. Mirror Jade Iceblade Dragon actually slowly started going down in value. You can see over here on the TCG player charts, it said at 250, 260 for a while. This was the price of the card, which shocked me because I remember seeing it as roughly around 300. But the current price of Mirror Jade Iceblade Dragon Starlight Rare is roughly around $360 for the Starlight Rare. I just really want to point that out because somehow, some way, everyone thinks Branded just got put to the side because new cards came out. And it's so weird to see this because it didn't, obviously. But even more funnier is the fact that Branded is still one of the most dominant decks in the game. Other YouTubers or maybe other YouTubers or whoever made tier lists and maybe put a Branded on second, that's fine. But if you can use your extra deck, something that Branded can very easily do, well, they get an auto win. And they could do this, once again, I want to emphasize, insanely easily. I think Branded is still one of the best decks in the game. I think it's crazy that people actually put this deck aside when we get the release of Duelist Nexus, thinking that Synchrons were going to just be Branded. Yeah, I'll go first. Have fun not using extra deck. You have anything else you want to do? Pass to me? All right, let me just clean this up real quickly. Ironically, Rescue Aces actually are a hard matchup. Listen, I think that Branded is definitely one of the best decks in the meta. Obviously, the player base wasn't feeling so confident in the value of Branded, and now it's slowly starting to increase. We're starting to see an increase in popularity, and we're starting to increase in price as well. All right, looking at OTS Pack 22, it's been out for a good amount. Let's see what's going on. People ask me, V, did you get your Ultimate Rare Branded Fusions? Hell no. When OTS 20 Pack 22 comes out, or any OTS 20 Pack comes out, with a card that you need, the best thing you can do is do not buy it immediately. Buying it immediately, it just means you're buying at peak price. And prices of Ultimate Rares in OTS packs rarely ever stabilize out the gate. Majority of the cards go down in value, only to stabilize for a short amount of time before they actually start increasing if they continue to see more play. And obviously, Pearly's seeing play, but it's down to $37. Branded Fusion is still seeing play, down to $50. So even that rule isn't all the time. One thing I will say, which is really impressive, is Triple Tactics Thrust trying to hold value. Debuted roughly around 125, and the current value of the card is roughly around 105. So this actually is holding good value. Even more impressively is a Secret Rare Triple Tactics Thrust at a Photon Hypernova, which was roughly around 85 at peak price and is down to $73, which is still really good, despite the fact that this card for a while was hovering around $60. You can see it over here on the $6 price range, and now it's over here $73. After that one sold, by the way, it's $75. So Triple Tactics Trust, even this Secret Rare, is still good value. When the release of Ultimate Rare, Ultimate Rare came out of OTS Pack 22, people started unloading this. I was so confused. I'm like, the card's still good. You're gonna need it, and I'm gonna hold my Secret Rares until Ultimate Rares come through eventually. Like, I'm not rushing for this. Then we have Bestial Libellion. So this is another great example of not just a Secret Rare holding good value, but a quarter-century Secret Rare holding good value. YuGiOh YGOPaisano coming out being roughly around $50. Now, it was around the 70s, peak roughly around 80s, probably before national season, but roughly around 70s, I remember YuGiOh YGOPaisano being for a long time, and it went down to 50, but that's still really good money for this card. The quarter century version, which came out at peak price, once again, probably around nationals, $250, is roughly around $200. Now, if you look at the past month, it went from $230 to where it is right now, but it's still really good value for a quarter century secret rare. To be honest with you, I think this is a great card to have as a 1 if you're looking to play branded. If you're looking to play dragons, you need this card, what, 3 of? It's still a really good card, and both those decks are seeing a lot of play, so that's why this card's having great value, as well as this one. More than likely, we're going to be seeing a reprint of the YuGiOh YGOPaisano, which will lower the price point of the secret rare, and furthermore, lower the price point of the quarter century secret rare. So I don't think this is going to be like the final end of it all. With that said, and by the way, that's going to happen in the Megatons. But with that said, where the secret rare probably won't recover, the quarter century secret rare actually might recover. It's a good chance, actually, because this won't be in the Megatons. Unless Konami just goes crazy and just says, "Hey, listen, we've been juicing you with some chase rares. Here's more. Here's the chase rare Megaton. Everything's a quarter century secret rare. The Megatons are $100. Give us your money. We have a crack habit." Like, that would make perfect sense. Then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But if that doesn't happen, which more likely won't, YuGiOh YGOPaisano quarter century secret rare ideally might be the highest rarity version. Whether you like it or not, that is the fact of the situation. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of this goofy ass secret rare. I'm not a big fan of this fake Starlight rare. But the facts are the facts. This will be the highest rarity the second we get a reprint of YuGiOh YGOPaisano and secret rare or prismatic secret rare or what have you. So keep an eye out for this. Heritage of the Chalice is going up in value, obviously, as people are playing Infernobles. Infernobles is definitely still a popular deck with the release of new support cards coming out recently, and a lot of people are trying to get Heritage of the Chalice because it only came out in Soul Fusion and a 2019 Gold Star Megaton as a higher prismatic secret rare. Now, listen, I'm not a big fan of Megatons. I've said this constantly on this channel. I'm not a big fan of a lot of things. But one thing you have to admit with the Megatons is they're still gems, but they're not all over the place. Heritage of the Chalice is $17. Cobra is $8. Nightmare the Iblis 65 cents, which used to be roughly around 7 to whatever. But look, there's not like crazy value here, but there's sporadic value. And in Megatons, and especially in a lot of subsets, you will see sporadic value. A lot of people go to me and they say, V, when a new thing like Megatons come out, I buy all the lower stuff. I wait for everything to go down in value, buy them out as well. Makes sense, sure. But you really got to keep an eye out what can see play. The second we heard about Phenomenal support, obviously Heritage of the Chalice was the card you want to pick up. The second you hear about this information, you want to respond to it because the market moves that fast. And especially with the release day, I guarantee you, if you held a bunch of Heritage of the Chalice with the release day of the new Phenomenal support, those are selling like hotcakes. I wouldn't be surprised if they still are. In fact, you go over here, click on this one. There's only 31 listings. Click View Sales History, and look at that right here. Today, they just started. Okay, it's 9 in the morning, and 3 have already sold. So people are still buying this card. People are still looking to play Inferno Knights. I wouldn't blame them. The deck is really fun to play, and of course, this is the kind of thing you got to keep an eye on when it comes to the market. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. Check out my website, YuGiOhPaisano.com. I got a lot of great field centers, a lot of great tokens on that website. So go ahead and check it out. It's your boy V, and you guys also have a great day.